My name is Maddie Williams. I am a historic preservationist at MSA Design, and I've been doing historic preservation for about 15 years now, concentrating on National Register of Historic Places applications for the National Park Service. One of the driving forces behind the National Register application was that the university had done some internal research and had determined that this was the only collegiate chapel in the country that was designed by women. And hearing that bit of information really sparked the research train to keep moving.
Well, the Sisters of Charity have long been involved in women's education and empowering women. And I think that came to a head at the time that the university or college of Mount St. Joseph was started. And the fact that women were encouraged to follow their dreams, whatever kind of profession they felt called to, regardless of whether it was a profession that women were necessarily involved in at that time, for instance, medicine or law or things like that. And so I think what happened with the process of designing the chapel was something that was typical of how the Sisters of Charity would have encouraged women to participate and use their talents and their skills to the best of their ability.
This particular nomination was about 40 pages. It's a very detailed nomination, and we discuss anything from all of the architectural significance, and we list all the pieces of art, we list all of the different building materials, and then we get into a section where we really delve into why is this place significant in American history, what makes it unique, and then that's when we go into talking about Sister Augusta and the 3 students and the work that they did, that there is no other building comparable in the United States, designed by females.
Only 4% of the country's national historic landmarks are designated for recognition of women and women's achievements. And it has been stuck at that low level of representation for almost 50 years. The degree in which women's history is acknowledged on the National Register of Historic Places is even less clear because associations with women's history and achievement are not even tracked. And less than 8% of sites on the National Register are associated with women, Latinos, African Americans, or other minorities among the 95,000 properties that are listed by the National Historic Register. And so when this possibility arose that this chapel could be put on that register and acknowledged that it was a chapel that was designed by women and all the art was executed by women, I thought that that was a victory not only for the university or for the Sisters of Charity, but for all women in this country.
I've worked on a number of National Register applications, and this was probably the most significant in my career, just because it was hard not to feel a connection to the building and to the students and their beautiful pieces of art and the spirituality that you feel when you walk into the space. I was deeply moved, and in my personal life, I feel every day I am still inspired by these wonderful, creative, strong female students in Sister Augusta. On March 4th in 2024, Mater Dei Chapel was listed on the National Register of Historic Places.